So I ain't got nothing to say about it.
Let's get this show on the road, yeah. Cause you know, I'm trying to start your shit with me, not tonight, okay? What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Dennis, and we are here with the review for the R&B Divas. My mind, you know my mind is racing.
Hollywood Exes finale.
I don't even want to talk about that.
It was about
it was
to talk about it. I know, but the people want us to talk about it. We got.
Well, let's wrap this up in 2 minutes. Well, go ahead. You want to talk about it? I'm gonna let you go ahead because it was dry. Their wedding was fake. Okay, because she's no longer with them. Jessica, she knew she was wrong, and they not fucking with her no more. And what else? Oh, Cherie. Now Cherie's okay.
Okay, so the situation with Cherie, we saw last week how she was expressing how she wanted to step down. And in last week's video, I was saying that I felt like Cherie was just her fame is up there, her notoriety is getting up there, and she wanted to step down. I still feel like that, but I also need to acknowledge and understand the fact that Cherie is in a situation when the story really unfolded. The season finale. When Cherie met Terrell,
we look like we're in the same damn place. I got to move this over a little bit. Go ahead, keep going.
When Cherie met Terrell was a football player.
Mm-hmm.
Terrell wasn't a minister, so she didn't go into the situation meeting Terrell, knowing Terrell was a minister and she was going to be a first lady. It just sort of kind of happened to fall on her lap because that's what happens when your husband become a minister. You become the first lady, and then she started ministering, the ladies' services or whatever like that. So I understand that, she felt like she got stuck in it and she was really only doing it to please her husband because she felt like that's what she had to do and need to do. And I also understand and respect her for acknowledging the fact that, listen, this is not what I want to do. When people do something and they're not doing it for them, they're cheating themselves. So, Cherie was cheating herself, and I felt like I respect her for doing that. Now, I still feel like if she wasn't on the show, she would be sticking to, doing what she was doing. Eventually, she would probably leave because nothing lasts forever, but it wouldn't have came as fast as it's coming. But at the end of the day, she's capitalizing off the show, and she want to be a nationwide motivational speaker, which is good. I applaud her for that. I also applaud her husband. Even though he was a little upset and he sort of kind of said what I was saying in so many words without saying the words, he respected it. He respected her and was riding with his wife like, I hope that my wife, make the best decision, and I'm rocking out with you. So that's how that went down. Yeah. And then next was Nicole Murphy, launch party for her Moscato. Jessica showed up and she apologized, and as much as, I'm not liking Jessica right now, her apology sounded real genuine, and, but, the ladies didn't accept her apology, which is Shamika and Drea didn't accept her apology, and I can understand why they wouldn't accept her apology. I wouldn't accept it either, because first of all, you said the same thing to me last season. You called me a hood rat, and you apologized, and I accepted your apology. You're saying the exact same thing this season, and you're apologizing. I'm not accepting your apology. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. It's not about to be shame on me. Jessica, you shouldn't have said what you said. I said it before, and you're not getting saved. Ain't nobody throwing you no life jacket. I believe that your apology is sincere, and I really believe that when you said what you said, there wasn't no malice behind it. But you didn't. When you said what you said, you didn't go into like what do they call that when people say stuff and then they gotta go and like clear it up. Her whole thing is she wasn't trying to clear it up. It just made it look even messy because she said what she said, and then on top of her saying what she said, her whole thing is, yeah, I said it, and that's how I feel, versus saying, you know what, I said it, I apologize.
She wasn't apologetic about it?
She wasn't apologetic about it. She didn't, try to clean it up. She was being real stubborn. She was acting like she was being treated wrong. Like, like she, like people need to feel sorry for her, and that wasn't the case with Jessica, but, I don't believe that Jessica is a bad person. She just, got bad timing and say, messed up shit. But that doesn't mean that just because we know this about that person, we have to accept it. Like, and I guess they refused to, accept it. And, I know it's never say never, but, I applaud, Shamika for sticking to her guns, because you're not going to keep calling me a hood rat and think, oh, I apologize, I'm just crazy Jessica and blase, blase. No, you lucky you didn't get smacked in your fucking mouth. Okay, so, then Jessica meets with Mate after Nicole, dinner, and she blames what she was saying to Shayna. She blamed it on her being drunk and on alcohol. But my whole thing is, when you're under the influence, you really say how you feel and what you mean. So even though you was drunk, like, that's how those were your good intentions. You said that and you meant that. Okay, so we just gonna jump to Drea wedding. All right, Drea gets married. Now, the whole thing was just mind-boggling, just for the simple fact I know that as we are watching this, that she's going through a divorce, and then on top of that, they didn't show nothing leading up to the wedding. No looking for no dress, no looking for the cake, no asking people. They did show when she asked
them for the dress.
They did. For some reason I remember seeing all that.
You wasn't here that day.
I wasn't here that day. It must have been real quick.
It was late. Because she was looking for dresses with Tony, and.
Oh, what's that?
She cried to Tony because...
Was that after her birthday dinner, and then the next day they was looking for dresses? And then she told Tony, how she felt about him, stepping to Brian?
I think that was before the party. They looked for the dress before the party. You wasn't here when she was looking for the dresses, because she was upset that she got married in a sweatsuit.
Yeah, but... Alright, so I missed that part. But it still felt like it wasn't no storyline behind her wedding. Oh, I'm getting married. Boom, and then they show the wedding. That's how I seen it, and that's what it seemed like to me. But, as I'm watching and listening, Drea says a couple things to me that was like ding, 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 ding. First she said, this is the last time I'll be R. Kelly's ex-wife. So when she said that, I'm like, that's why she's in a rush to marry this guy. I don't know how she feel, and I was just telling Kevin, how am I going to tell you how you feel or what you said? So I'm not going to say that Drea didn't really love him or like him, but I feel like she rushed to marry Brian because she wanted to shed the image of being R. Kelly's ex-wife, for one, and then on top of that, she wanted to have a wedding because she's been married once before, but she didn't have a wedding. So this will be her second time being married, and her first time having a wedding, and I think that she just wanted to have a wedding. But needless to say, everybody looked nice. Drea looked nice in her dress. Her dress is beautiful, and all the bridesmaids looked nice. But to me, watching that made a little bit of sense that that's why she's going through what she's going through, and she's not all up in in her feelings, and she's brushing it off like it's nothing. Everybody go through stuff. We all make mistakes, and I'm a woman, I committed, stuff like that. Because I feel like, she had motives behind getting married. And then on top of that, I believe that from what we've seen tonight, she was already married. We just saw a wedding. From what I understand, she was already married. And this was just her storyline for the show. But it really, 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 it was a storyline, but it wasn't really a storyline. I don't know. Maybe, they did some editing.
I think it lost its way a little bit.
Yeah, I think it lost its way a little bit too. And then, Brian sung. He's supposed to be a singer. He sounded horrible. He sounded like he was singing with his nose being pinched like this. I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. And I swear it's so true, and I owe it all to you.
You tried it.
That's how he sounded. He sounded horrible, and everybody knew that he sounded horrible. They just didn't want to say it, or whatever like that. So basically, that was my outtake on Hollywood Exes, and we're skimming through real fast so we can hurry up and get the R&B Divas Atlanta. And this was the season finale of Hollywood Exes, and we didn't know.
Yeah, they said in the beginning you wasn't. See, you don't be here at 9 o'clock when they.
No, I was only late twice. Traffic. But what you got to say about it? What you think about Hollywood Exes?
That I won't be watching next season.
You won't be watching next season?
No, because I think the drama that they had last season was way better than this season. this season was just bad. You didn't get to know Shamika. You didn't get to know Shauna like that, except for she's a beauty pageant. Shamika was just a supporting cast. She shouldn't even had a title credit. Like, they didn't interact with each other as much. This season was just whack. It was a whack season.
I said it before, and I said it again. Shamika didn't have no storyline this season, and on top of her not having a storyline, you know, Shamika can bring a lot to the show. I believe she could, but for someone.
Has she talked about Martin or anything like in the second season?
No. Yeah, in the second season, yeah, you know, because that was her introduction. She talked what she said. I don't remember because we at the end of the third season. So, and I hate that they don't have a reunion, but you know,
they don't need a reunion. I don't think so. It's not enough drama. Like only thing they're gonna fight about is maybe
Jessica, what Jessica said,
and what you call them busting the sugar bowl.
That's it.
And that's that.
Yeah, and they was past that, so.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know, should we even talk about it? It was just draining. It was. I once I got up from the computer to lay down, I was done with the show. Like, I was just done. I'm like, Drea's wedding, okay, all right. What you call this party? Oh, okay. It was just, I lost my interest in the show. And I only kept with it because we're reviewing it and stuff. So,
but it was some good underlining lessons in the show, specifically with Sheree and her husband. Because I said this before and I always say it again: communication is key in any relationship, whether you're friends, whether you're coworkers, whether you're married, whether you're dating, and they show good communication skills, you know, and I can respect that about them. Or whatever like that, because communication is key, and you know they making sure that each other is all right. You know, Sheree approached them after the council. Are we good? We all right? You know, let's communicate. Let's talk about this. You know, so you know they get kudos for their communication.
Now on to the main course. I'm done with that entree. R&B Divas Reunion Part 1, hosted by the radio Wendy Williams. Okay. First things first. I enjoyed Wendy Williams on the last R&B Divas LA reunion. It wasn't more so like radio Wendy, but it was more like engaging and asking questions that everybody really wanted to know. This Wendy, the only thing that I really disapproved of was the beginning when she got real messy with Mila, because that was like a question that came out of left field. Like, where the fuck did that come from? Why the fuck do we care? And why is it even being brought up? Just like she said, me and Faith is cool. Who said we weren't cool? Like, that's my bitch. Like, if anything happened, I don't think she would have that same approach. Like, yeah, me and Faith is still cool. Like, she didn't tell me she backup sang for Faith.
Yeah, she sang back after Selena 2 broke up. Mila was Faith's backup singer.
She had to pay them damn bills. So to be talking about her sleeping with Faith's husband, like, that's some fucked up shit. If she did do it, but I doubt that she did it. Maybe he felt some kind of way about her. I don't know.
But Faith and her husband, they are going through a divorce.
Yeah, they are now getting a divorce recently, right?
Yeah, recently.
Like, that was crazy.
But I never heard anything about Mila sleeping with Faith's husband. Like, that was, as I was watching it, that was my first time ever hearing it.
I was like, what?
But Wendy Williams didn't ask that off the top of her head. That was a viewer question.
Child,
somebody tweeted that.
Somebody said somebody. They could say somebody said that. But the producers know what they're doing. The producers pick the questions. Don't pick stuff messy like that. If it didn't relate to the season, why is it being talked about?
Right.
Now, I could see, like, when she was talking about Latavia's situation, because Latavia's situation from the past was relevant into this episode. And, you know, Wendy kind of got Latavia. No, she didn't kind of. She did get her together. And it was needed. It was just like, the camera, you can only give, the camera can only show what you give. And, you know, you might say that they cut scenes and edited scenes, but you were the one saying you were scared, and you would help them put their panties on. You just get this, you had something where God told you not to sing, you said. It was just like you did a lot this season when it came to singing. Singing is not your passion. It was more like Nikki Gilbert from the first season. And if you don't want to sing, damn it, don't be on this show. And if you're going to be on the show to have another platform, then you need to promote what's going to be on that platform because you did nothing,
Latavia,
which makes this season a fail for Latavia on here.
She starts off seeing that, first of all, well, first, let me say that last week I said, Latavia's style, she needed a stylist, she was looking a mess, she looked at a mess, but she didn't look wedding appropriate at Monifa wedding. But let me say, Latavia looked good tonight at the reunion. She looked it real good, from her hair to her face to her dress. Everything was 2 thumbs up for her style wise. No, everybody looked good, but everybody, always put on their A game. Latavia hasn't so much. So Latavia looked good tonight, but she starts off saying that it was never about her being afraid or scared to sing. It was about the timing. The timing wasn't right. But in all her one-on-one interviews, she would say, "I'm scared to sing. Oh my God, my heart is racing. I don't want to sing." So that you lied about that, because you said plenty of times out your mouth, "I don't want to sing. I'm scared to sing. I get anxiety from singing." So
yeah, and Wendy Williams already was over. I don't want to hear that. Oh, they added me this way. Like Wendy was over it, because I think Wendy represents the viewers when she speaks in the questions that she asked, except for that first one. Then she tried to get Kiki together, and Kiki shut her down. Like, bitch, you try to come for Kiki Wyatt, and Kiki got you together, where you said that Kiki said that the fights are fake on the show. She was like, yes, but she didn't say it. She said, "You said I said it. Now, since I said it, play the motherfucking tape."
And the tape they played, Kiki ain't say that.
Yeah, and then guess what? Monifa, like she said, Monifa started it first with the cursing. Who started first with the cursing? What Monifa said? "I was just over it. I was mad at you." Like, so bitch, Kiki, you like, yeah, we might call her crazy and everything, but that bitch ain't that crazy. She remember everything.
She know what she said.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Wendy asked Monifa the question that a lot of us, that I asked, and then a lot of us wanted to ask.
You sent questions too?
No, as we was watching, she was asking her. She asked Monifa the question about her daughter. Where was your daughter?
Yes, yeah, we did ask that last week, right?
Yeah, like where was your daughter? Like, we all know that Mo's daughter, support Monifa and Therese, and we all know that Therese and Monifa support and respect her daughter outlooks. But at the end of the day, when you support and respect somebody, you show up. Like, so to me, it didn't. I was sort of kind of lost, because her daughter openly said that I'm against it. I'm so into my faith, but you're my mom. I will be there to support you, and I respect you. But being at the wedding is showing support and respect, and you wasn't there. And that just sort of kind of like fit me a little bit, because how you support somebody, like, if I'm supporting you, I'm going to show up, I'm going to be there, If I support you, whether I like your food or not, I'm going to buy it, because, it's for a good cause.
But you better buy it.
So that and then Monifa's daughter is so into church and into her faith, which is nothing is wrong with that, but I'm trying to understand, how did she get so much into her faith? Was it from her mom? Was it from Monifa?
Was it from the stepmom?
Yeah, because I was watching.
Was on, because Monifa was on drugs back then.
And the music industry and stuff. So who introduced her into, going to church, into the faith, into the Bible?
Who watched it?
And reading it?
They didn't never say Monifa mom, maybe, because normally, back in those times, bitch, that was a long ass thing. And I don't know this number.
Was that your phone making that noise?
Yes.
Why make noise like that?
I don't know. One text me, "What you doing, fool?" Who is this?
Well, you text them first, Wednesday, December 11th. And you promise. No, but I will.
Don't read my text message.
Yeah, but so it just threw me off that, for her daughter to support and respect Monifa and Therese to not be there. But, I guess what's understood don't need to be explained. And when I say that, Monifa and Therese, understand their daughter, and their daughter understand Monifa and Therese. So I guess there's no explanation to be made. But y'all are putting your lives on a TV show, and we did see her first season, and we did see her second season. So it was just like, what's up? Why is your phone making noise? Is that you got it set like that?
No.
It sounds like a beep when you get a hearing test.
Yeah, Nanny Man, because I asked, "Who is this?" Hold on. You damn sure ain't saved my phone, and I saved everybody. It must have been really somebody that pissed me off. I must have deleted my phone. Okay, but let's go to the next thing. Because I did write down what Wendy was talking about.
Well, why you look for that? I'm gonna ask.
No, because I was gonna go to the well, you gotta ask them a question.
No, I was gonna go ahead.
Oh, because I was gonna talk about the being the mother in the industry segment. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel for Kiki Wyatt and everything, but I want to talk more about that Angie Stone and Diamond. Like Diamond just really needs to get it together because don't think that Angie Stone should make you famous. If you want to be famous, why should your mom have to sit down, bitch? I don't mean to call you a bitch, but that's what I'm thinking. Like, bitch, why? Like, why I got to sit down? No. Angie Stone don't have to sit down and do a goddamn thing. Mm-hmm. Just because she's your mother and you resenting your mother for out there making a life for herself and for the family, that doesn't mean that she should quit just because you want to come out. No. Who's going to pay his Angie bills? Are you going to pay him? And who's to guarantee that you are going to be a big artist?
Fix it, Jesus.
Like, how you know you're going to be better than your mother?
Yes, listen, that conversation drained the life out of me. First of all, I can understand as a child growing up, being a teenager, early teen, late teens, early 20s, you resent your mom. But as you get older and as you get wiser and as you become a parent or you're around people that parent, you understand things a lot more. And everybody is not the same. They look at things different. But I'm just going to say this. As a child, I resented my mom just on the fact that my mom couldn't afford to get us things that we wanted. She got us what we needed, and she made sure we ate, and she made sure we had a roof over our head. But as a kid, you see people in school. I don't want to touch it with my hands.
I was gonna give it to you, and I was gonna eat the other part. Well,
no, I didn't want to touch it.
Oh my girl, go ahead.
Thank you. This is so good, y'all. I say all I have to say. I resented my mom because my mom couldn't buy me things that I wanted. But my mom was a single mom of 5 kids, and then later on down the line, she had to take care of her grandchild because my sister couldn't take care of her grandchild. But as an adult, with bills of my own, on my own, I salute my mom because I don't know how the hell my mom did it. With 5 kids, and then later on down the line, a grandchild. My mom wasn't on welfare. So as a child, I resented my mom, and I talked about my mom to my friends. But as an adult, I salute my mom. So I feel like, Diamond, you're 29 years old. I can understand growing up, you resented your mom because you don't understand. But as an adult, you should understand what your mom was doing. I'm pretty sure you had a good life growing up. Even though your mom didn't have you, your grandmom had you, that was your mom money taking care of you, making sure you had the things that you need, making sure your grandma, she retired your grandmother early so she can take care of you. Like, come on, Diamond. I'm not here for it, Diamond, in the rough and her resentment.
She want Angie Stone to sit back and watch the baby and just live off royalty checks. Fuck that. Times is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Times is hard. How about you get your mom to write you some singles and stuff? Y'all can make money together, but ain't nobody gonna take her seriously. 29. You got to get in this industry early. But I know she was on Angie Stone album a long time ago, but child, ain't nobody checking for no Diamond. And come on. Especially if she's gonna do R&B, because R&B is it's like a forgotten about genre now. You got to care about an artist to even buy their music. It's not like the radio gonna spin it in regular rotation. So I don't know what she was trying to give when she was in that studio that day, but I feel bad for Angie Stone, and it's time for her daughter to just get a regular job or the song right for somebody. But her being an artist, I don't see it.
Man, as I see and I hear more and more of Angie Stone, yes, she's mother hen. And yes, she's always, trying to do something and trying to say something and give advice. That's what older, wiser folk do, and they cannot help it. But let me just say this. As more and more situations arises and Angie Stone explains herself, that lady know what she be talking about. Mm-hmm. And she know what she's doing. And she's not going to steer anybody wrong. And I don't think that Angie Stone have any malicious intent in anything she say or in anything that she do. I don't know why she keep getting all the flack for saying stuff that everybody else want to say. Yeah. But
she's mother, but you call her mother hen.
But Angie, Angie stands her ground, and she mean what she says, and she say what she mean. I've never heard Angie Stone say one thing that later on down the line she backtrack.
Cause she be knowing shit.
She be knowing. Now her timing may be off, but she be knowing. Yeah. She be knowing. But we're gonna get to Mila. Wendy Williams' ex Mila was her and Music Soul Child, still together. And my whole thing is when two people not together, but they got nothing but good things to say about each other, why the fuck are y'all not together? I'm trying to understand why they ain't together. She said that they love each other, they respect each other, and they're gonna be there for each other. And then they live together. Why aren't y'all together as a couple?
I think. Let me tell you something. A lot of couples with special needs children, it can work on the relationship. Like it could either break it, or it can make them stronger. Mm-hmm. And in most cases, it breaks up their relationship. And most fathers run off and go about their business and leave everything on to the mother. What they have, I'm happy that they have, because he's there and he's active in his child's life. He's not running away and they're living together. Maybe Mila is, like, I'm hoping she's not in that situation where she can't live by herself. Mm-hmm. But even if she can't, I'm glad that he is opening his doors to her.
Music is a man.
Yes. He's not going to put his child and his mother out on the street like that.
Right.
So if they want to fuck every 2 weeks or whatever, that's their business.
Not yours.
Ours. That's Mr. Players Club.
If we want to live together, not be together, and fuck on the side, that's my business.
Okay.
Not yours.
She all up in it, like. But I wasn't mad because Wendy was asking, like, okay, and I was like, is she going to take
Wendy was asking questions from a viewer standpoint.
Yes.
That's why I love Wendy. That's why I like Wendy. Yeah.
Yes.
And they knew what they was doing when they brought her. And
yes.
They knew what they was doing.
But Mila was like, if she asked me one more question that's not pertaining to the show, I'm not doing it.
No, I ain't going to do it.
And I felt that, and she meant that. So now this was more like the Angie Stone show. It was like after we talk to Mila, they go to commercial, they come back and they start talking about Ashanti and Angie Stone and them getting married and everything. Let me tell you something. He's comfortable, and he's always going to find excuses to get out of marrying Angie, talking about the family. Bitch, you've been living in my house for 8 years. 8.5 years, and you still ain't put a ring on it. From this standpoint now, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Hello?
He's in there, Angie. And the only way that you can make it right is by telling him either you're going to propose to me or you got to go. Right. Like, this been too long, and clearly you want his last name. And he's using your family as a scapegoat to say why he's not going to marry you. Like, I don't care how crazy your family is. He knows how crazy your family is, and he's still in your house.
I don't think that she wants his last name, and I don't really.
Excuse me. She don't have to change her last name, but I mean, it's a marriage, and that's what she wants. Yeah. Like, clearly they love each other. He got the cold feet. She doesn't. Angie gives me that. If we got to go to the courthouse, I will marry him.
Yes, but if she's ready and he's not, what do you do?
What do you do? What is it that's making you not ready? We need to go to the council to find out why you haven't proposed to me. And Angie is that old school. Angie is that old school woman. She's not gonna make him propose. Like she's not gonna propose to him. But she's like, I'm ready. This is my fucking family. What we go through is what we go through. Don't worry about the family.
You ain't marrying the family. You marrying me.
Yes.
I get it. I got it. But besides,
big fuck the family.
That's like big fuck my husband. Listen. Oh my God, talking about faith. Listen. But if he's not ready, he's not ready.
Come on now.
You cannot force him to make him to be ready.
How long it take?
And sometimes it's just like Drea and fucking Brian. It took them 6 months.
Angie can kick his ass the fuck out now. Get out. Get your shit and get out.
Angie is in love and Angie like him.
He must be doing something. Shit. But at the end of the day, that's a long time.
At the end of the day, I don't think it really. I think if it
how y'all feel? Let me know.
Yes. If it was the family, that's not the situation or the case no more because we've seen him and Diamond be cool and make amends. I just feel like he's not ready. And if he's not ready, that doesn't mean he don't want to be with her. He's not ready to take that leap to marriage yet. But when he's ready, he will be ready.
Because he said, I'm scared of divorce. Bitch, Angie can say, get out now. Get out. What are you going to do for y'all to get a divorce? It ain't going to be Angie. Angie just gonna keep it real with you. If you do something, she gonna tell you about it.
And this situations just like this that makes relationships go awry because one person is ready and one person is not ready, and versus the person waiting and just.
How long is a person supposed to wait?
People waited longer than they've waited. People waited shorter than they waited. There isn't a time limit on waiting. My whole thing is Angie is at the age and she's at the point in her life where she knows what she wants.
They both are. First
Angie,
of all, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me say what Angie know what she want. She know what she don't want. She know what she like and she know what she don't like. My whole thing is Angie can up and leave if she want to, but that's still not going to make him be ready. He's not ready.
Listen, if you, now I'm gonna ask them. Cause I'm
gonna ask them. I'm
gonna ask them. Like, if you've been in a relationship with somebody for 8.5 years and they're living in your house and they're telling you they're not marrying you because their family always into stuff, would you kick them out your house or would you sit there and wait for his ass to be ready? Let me know. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, look. How long am I going to wait for you to put a ring on my finger?
However long
you are my manager. We sleeping together. You get along well with and I know she got D'Angelo's son too. So clearly everybody must get along. Who in that family that we haven't seen is getting on Angie Stone's getting on his nerves, and why he can't get married? Because he's scared of a divorce. You letting a divorce scare you, huh?
That Slim Jim open?
Where?
On your desk.
Oh, I been ate that Slim Jim. I was looking for the other Slim Jim earlier. But,
listen, it's funny because this topic with Angie and Ashanti, I'm on both of their sides. My whole thing is, if she ain't ready, that's not his right to force her to be ready. He will be ready in his own time. My whole thing is, if Angie want to get married, this is what I was trying to say. Angie know what she want, and she knows what she don't want. She knows what she like, and she knows what she don't like. If she's in the place in her life where she want to get married, she need to leave Ashanti, because Ashanti isn't ready, and go find somebody that is ready. And when I say that, I
but
say
you know
that,
what? She might be comfortable.
And it's funny because I could say that, and that's just like Brian and Drea. Drea's marrying Brian, but Drea want more kids. Brian don't. Drea, you know that you want. Drea, bitch, you know you want kids. Be with somebody else that want kids. Angie, if you want to be married and get married, go meet somebody, and as y'all courting and dating, let it be known. Listen, I want to get married. I want to be married. These are my goals. Fall in love and fall in love and be with somebody that want the same thing you want. Angie, why are you mad? Because this man is not ready to marry you yet.
Angie didn't say she was mad, but she is ready to get married.
She's ready to get married.
What else is going on?
But he's not, so what are they
He's in his fucking 40s like, bitch, you scared y'all gonna get divorced. What are you going to do to make y'all divorce?
Listen.
Or if he keep doing them shady business practices, maybe that's why Angie might leave his ass. Or if he keeps stealing from Angie.
He was never stealing from Angie.
Well, we don't know.
Angie made it clear.
We don't know.
Angie made it clear. It was other people that was taking advantage of me and stealing, and his degree is in managing, because
Ashanti's degree is in management, but he has a degree in something else with her. So that means he could be laying it right to where she don't even care to check her finances because she know that Ashanti's in charge of everything. You just never know. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. But I like Angie Stone. I like their relationship, but I want them to get married.
You can't force somebody to be married.
And I can't, and I won't.
You can't. You can't. Now, and the only
8.5 years.
And the only time, I feel like this on a lot of situations. The only situation I don't feel like this about is when the man and the woman is together, and the man get the woman's pregnant, and then he want to be like, "Oh, I ain't ready." And in that case, there's no such thing as I ain't ready. Because ready or not, this fucking baby coming is 9 motherfucking months. You better stay here. But if he's not ready to marry you, Angie, he's not ready. That's not to say that he don't love you and he don't want to be with you. I'm just not ready for the marriage part. Like what can she do? What can we do? Mm-hmm. If Angie want to get married, go meet somebody and let it be known. Listen, I'm meeting you. My goal is to get married in 2-3 years. What do you want to do? Oh, I want to get married in 2-3 years too. All right, let's date and see where this goes. He's not ready to get married. You can't force somebody to do something that they don't want to do.
Dennis, how long is too long?
There is no answer to that.
All right, let's go to the next topic because this is draining. there is a time frame to where someone's gonna get tired of waiting for somebody to propose. Like, bitch, I want kids, and I'm not having kids if I'm not married.
Listen, well, I guess the next topic is, Selena's sister.
Yeah, because that was like the last thing. Selena's sister, I felt really bad for her about her situation, and then I was glad that Wendy Williams reeled it in and she let her emotion out to let her know, this is how it feels. Because Wendy Williams said on her show all the time, she's had 2 5-month miscarriages. And she always, she say, "Oh, don't cry for me. I have a TV show." She lets it be known, but it was good to see her in that moment and then explain to everybody what it's like to lose a child. Because some people don't care if you have a miscarriage. It's just like, "Oh, girl, you lucky because you was dating this trash ass man and you lost the baby. You lucky. You dodged the bullet with that one."
So was this second season when she miscarried? Because she was on the second season of R&B Divas, and the only reason why I asked that because she said it was around the time Selena and Music was coming out with their album 9. So I'm like,
I really don't know, and I didn't even know she was pregnant.
Me either, and she's been on every season, because she's Selena manager, whatever. But needless to say, at the end of the day, like, I'm sorry she had to go through that, and no woman should have to ever experience that. And she's saying that it's still fresh and new to her. So I'm just trying to figure out when it happened. Not saying that it makes it makes a difference. It makes a difference, but I was just trying to put everything together. Trying to figure out when did this happen. But it's sad that she went through that, and I'm glad that Wendy was sitting on that stage with her and could sympathize with her. Because
maybe she needs to find some support groups with women that been through that and they can help each other heal. It's groups of all kinds. And I hope that she do find that because she's still not, and it's gonna hurt for a long time.
And I know it hurt, and there's nobody that can say that can change the hurt. But I really believe that what God has for you, it is for you, and it will happen in God's divine time. But I wish her the best, and and everything.
And then they got into it about because I didn't care about Kiki's husband segment. Like
we finally got to find out what happened between Angie and Selena in the tour, and quite frankly,
it was about the money. It was about the money.
It was about the Angie. It made Angie look bad, but Angie wasn't the bad one.
Yeah. And Angie said, "I'm not performing for these little bit of coins." She said, "I get $300K when I cross. For me to get my ass across that pond, it's cost $300,000." Angie Stone, I know that's the fuck right.
Exactly.
Because I didn't even know you was getting that much just to go overseas to perform. But you know what? When our singers come over there, they always are out there to support. Like, they are always there. Like, we wouldn't flock to go to an R&B concert like that, not unless you got 4 or 5 different acts on the bill. But cause Selena Johnson can't just come to the Leocore Center by herself.
She sure can't.
If they said R&B Divas, they're gonna get everybody because they cater to everybody. Like on WDAS, like I may not like Selena Johnson, but I do like Angie Stone. I'm gonna fucking be there. Kiki White gonna bring the younger generation. Like it will bring a lot of people up in there.
A lot of people.
And Lil Mo too, and she's gonna bring the Ratchets. Like. I just get that. Like, she would bring the Ratchets out. Kiki would bring, Lil Mo would bring the Ratchets and the gays. Kiki would bring in the gays too, but she would bring in people that really like her singing. Who else? Let me put my own fucking tour together.
Kelly Price, even though I don't like Kelly Price.
No, they ain't going to see no Kelly Price. You got her new album? Me neither.
Listen, Kelly Price left a bad taste in my mouth. I ain't checking for her. I can't. She should have stayed from behind the damn TV. Like I just couldn't. But yeah, with I like Selena.
And I'm a secret set Michelle too.
I realized about Selena. Selena don't know how to let other people talk. Last reunion, she kept talking over people. Like if she had something to say, she just couldn't sit there and be quiet and let somebody finish talking. Like Angie was trying to talk and she just kept
she kept thinking she was catching Angie in a lie.
Angie wasn't lying. I feel like Angie had nothing to be lying about. But at the end of the day, it didn't work out because their whole thing is Angie. It was a problem with money with Angie. Angie wasn't going to do it for the money. But at the end of the day, Angie didn't book the tour. Angie management.
Yeah. So if
the tour.
anything, Ashanti, if they let Ashanti talk, maybe he could hang himself with his words.
I know, but if the people approach Angie management and didn't approach Selena management, that neither one of them have nothing to do with that. Because when you're talking to me, I don't know what you're talking to them about. Maybe when Ashanti spoke to the promoters, maybe he didn't know that. Oh, we're not checking for Selena. We're not going to book Selena. Now that we don't know. But at the end of the day, on the show, it made Angie Stone look out to be sneaky and conniving. At the end of the day, it didn't have nothing to do with Angie. Angie's whole thing is, I'm an artist. I have people that deal with that. I deal with nothing on the forefront. My whole thing is, I look at the calendar, I know where I gotta be at, and I open my mouth and I sing.
Yes, bitch, that's something I would say. You better say that, bitch. I like that.
That's Angie, and that was her argument.
Yes.
That's the whole thing is. All I know is that I got 2 tours. And which is which, I don't know. But I know I'm gonna be over here these dates and be over here these dates.
Yes.
And if Selena want to be mad at somebody, she need to go to the promoters. Because I firmly believe that Angie wouldn't and didn't do anything to cut through Selena. Angie don't give me the person.
I do believe that. Yeah, I do. They said that because Angie is a bigger name than Selena Johnson. She really is. Come on. She's been in the industry a long time.
And if those people said something bad about Selena to Angie and Angie repeated it, I don't think that Angie is lying. Why Angie? What Angie need to sit right here and make?
But see, I think maybe Ashanti told Angie because Angie don't deal with them. So I don't know.
But at the end of the day, that was part 1 of
yes.
R&B Divas Atlanta reunion. And shout out, I feel like the people behind the scenes, they watch the tweets and maybe they watch the reviews because they are doing.
They promoted them albums.
They promoted them albums. Yes, they did. Like they put music out. And they promoted them albums, and if they your favorite, whether you like the music or not, just download it and buy it.
But
support.
Selena, why Selena making us wait till October? This is what I don't get. Nobody's gonna be checking for R&B Divas in October,
right?
Because the season's gonna be over. Like R&B Divas period gonna be over in September,
right?
So she's better have a machine of promotion behind her for us to remember Selena Johnson in September because we still gonna be fresh off the Little Mo and
LA.
Yeah, Little Mo and all the girls.
LA.
I was gonna say and what's her name? I can't remember her name. Shantae's got a man and I hope they are smart about the promotions. That's a long time to wait for an album. 3 months. Like that shit should have been taken care of right now. Wow, it should have been released right.
Well, actually, it's 2 months in a couple weeks. But I guess
August is 3 months away. It's the 7th. This is the 7th.
We in July. August is next month, boy.
What I say?
You said 3 months. And
3 months. And August, September, October.
No, it come out in October. You don't count October. We're already in July. August, September. It come out in October.
No,
so it's 2.5 months.
Dennis, no, it's 3 months away.
Okay.
Today is July the 2nd. August 2nd. September 2nd, October 2nd, plus the 5 days.
Okay, you're right.
It's your life.
I got my life. He got me together. That'll fuck him up. What?
I can't. I'm hungry. You know what, y'all? We got to go. This is going to be a bad weekend for me. Barbecues, Beyonce and Jay-Z, the club. I don't think I'm doing anything else that weekend.
That sounds like the whole fucking weekend.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday. That's going to be Sunday. I'll recuperate.
Just Sunday he rests. The Lord rested on Sunday.
I know that's right. But like, y'all gonna how was Big J and B? Say y'all should have went. I ain't telling y'all nothing about the tour.
Lies he tell. He gonna be on Instagram like, I'm right here, y'all. I'm in the Beehive.
Lies. If they ask me to come, if they put me in the Beehive, I will be there. If they don't put me in the Beehive, I ain't gonna be mad. Because they ain't even give us no tickets this year. So, but I'm not mad about that. Now, I was grateful to go to the last one. I wasn't even expecting that, okay? So that was just nice of them the first time. And I enjoyed myself, but my section was whack. Like, how the fuck you writing Beyonce face and you don't stand? Like, are you kidding me?
Who's on her face and didn't stand?
The people in the Beehive section, they just was, I'm rich, I don't got to go. I'm like, girl, fuck that. I'm going off. Beyonce paid the other Beehive section more mind than us.
For real?
Yes. And as an artist, I'll be like that too. Like, bitch, if you ain't giving me life, I'm gonna go to where they're giving it to me. But yeah, we about to go, y'all. We will see y'all next week. Y'all have a safe 4th of July holiday. Please do not drink and drive. Stay away from the goddamn fireworks. Because, you know, people still buy them cherry bombs and M80s and all of that stuff. They probably the same thing. Stay away from that. You know, I don't want to hear about you blowing your fucking fingers off. You getting, you know, you got a degree burn or anything. By the way, did you see that truck explosion yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. That looked like something out of a movie. That fire was like, it was all across the street. It went across the whole block in like 3 seconds and burnt 5 people. And the people inside the truck, child.
Mother and daughter. So nasty and so rude.
That's why I won't be fucking with no propel grills. Are you kidding me? Propane. What I said?
Propel. That's a drink.
Propane. Propel? I never heard of that. But on that note, thank y'all for watching. See y'all next week for part 2. Peace.